How much do you really need to buy a house? Well, spoiler, might be a little bit less than you think. You don't necessarily need 20% down. Depending on the loan program, qualified buyers, well, they may be able to purchase with as little as 3% down. And there may be options even for down payment assistance if needed. But here's what people often forget. That your cash needed, it is not just about the down payment. A good rule of thumb is to also budget roughly 2% to, probably on the high side, 5% of the purchase price for closing costs and prepaids. And yes, that number, well, it's going to vary quite a bit because it's going to depend on the property taxes, your homeowner's insurance, and your loan. So if, let's say, for example, you're buying a $600,000 home, you might be looking at a 3% down, it'd be $18,000. And then your closing costs and prepaids, roughly $12,000 to maybe a little exaggerated, let's say $30,000. So your total cash needed potentially could be $30,000 to $48,000 before considering any seller credits or assistance. And so that's exactly why I don't love the question, how much do I need to buy a house? I think really probably the better question would be, what would my cash to close look like? Because that's where the real conversation starts. So if you're thinking about buying, how about we run the numbers before you start falling in love with the property? Let's get the numbers for that specific property so that you can go in and you're not surprised. We don't want any bad surprises, only good ones. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Call me.